cheering in the crowd. I8. So I would love to see that team make it to PMGC.
Well, that would be definitely something to look forward to. Definitely they're going to be doing something over there. But now Nasser could come under fire by Sudor. They have been kind of popping shots at them, but Sudor has done something pretty tremendous. Although the revive is not going to be coming in, as Bathika did try to run Seth over. But I guess the bullet is going to do all the talking now. Katan, they have switched their positions around. Question is, are they going to lay some shots in their backs, or is Nabo going to get back to his teammates unscathed? I think that does look like the option, as Nabo is still going to loot the enemy and still keep an eye out at one of their members in the distance. Now, Cotton doesn't really have a lot of options. I guess the best thing for him to do right now would be to regroup with his team without making too much noise, because if he makes a little bit of noise over there, he's going to be taken down. Well, talking about his teammate, he just fell to his death. Forget what I said. It's all on that one man now.
Yeah, play like a mouse, right? Play like a mouse, try to remain undetected. You are that solo squad mate. And to make matters worse, oh no, the zone said, hey, we know you're solo. We know you need the points, but I don't care. The zone right now hard shifting away from that solo down there that we can see in the south. So best of luck to them, and looks like, okay, Nassar are going to be pulling off this one. I wouldn't take the shots. I would not take these shots. Right now, I'm going to be looking for a vehicle and looking to possibly keep my distance, but kind of take the same pathway that Nassar is using right now. Let them be your bodyguards. Let them be the breachers in the zone. And just try to survive here. You need these placement points desperately.
All Carter needs to do right now is just stay in the wake of that team in front of him, and things should be pretty smooth sailing for him. But it's not going to be smooth sailing for K7, as they have been obliterated by Deadeye's guys. And now Joker tries to jump in on the action as well, but he's going to be spotted, taken down, and in an instant, True Love is going to put him 6 feet under. There you have it. It has all the makings for a good old-fashioned West End. We do have no man's land down the middle. Now, just imagine if we had a little hay bale just rolling along the street. That would have been picturesque, but Raw is going to be at one end of this little township, and Deadeye's guys at the other, as vehicles are going to go boom. But Vibes, they do hear the commotion, and like opportunistic parasites, they want to latch on and suck as much blood as they can as well. But only one of these teams is going to make it out from this little compound. The replay comes out. Oh, that was devastating. Point blank, Sheep gets the nod, does his job, and his teammates come in to do the rest.
Okay, so that's how it unfolded. I'm pretty sure, too. I'm trying to recall. Raw, the compound that they have, wasn't that the compound that yesterday's game ended? I'm getting flashbacks. Wasn't this the same building that yesterday's Miramar's game ended right here?
It's really similar.
So. Oh, is it not the same spot?
No, I think it is, because we do have a couple of these compounds over here. Yesterday as well, we went down south towards Los Higos, if you remember. So you know what? Actually, you could be quite right. There are a couple of these compounds on that same road. I think we're in the general area, 100%.
In the area. And talking about the area, Deadeye's Raw, they're in the zone, so they don't need to be ultra aggressive. Nobody needs to push across the road. They can just hunker down for the time being, because we still have 15 teams alive. We're very early on into this game, and if Deadeye's or Ruthless Aggressive Warriors, if they go out now, that's worst case scenario. So I think for the time being, just hunker down, turtle up, and just be on your P's and Q's, making sure no other team tries to crash that compound, kind of like K7 just did.
Amen. Basically, watch your eyes and watch your T's and rules. That's one of the enemy. They've been a little stationary, and now he's going to make them pay heavy, as one spray is going to make sure 2 members from Fate are going to be knocked down, and Delta is going to be going in, but he's going to be taken out by Lathe, which means Reef Squad is now going to be exposed to the enemy. Bridges need to do something quick. They need to engulf the enemy on all sides, because it is a 2v3 situation. Booth is going to be the first man, and he does spot the enemy out as his teammate is going around, but El Sabi is going to get the better as Lathe is taken down. Rules finally putting the final nail in the coffin, as Reef is going to be brought down, and with that, Fate's fate, in fact, has been sealed. And well, Wizzes, we were wondering where they've been. It looks like they just woke up. 5 kills to their names, still a 4-man squad, Dave. Is it a bit too late, though, or can they make the most from this momentum.
Not at all. Not at all. It's just in time. You know, right there, getting the double knock, and then Rules getting that clutch card for sure, making the pull-up. Once when they got the double knock, no hesitation. They sent it. They wanted to get that confirmed early on, and that's exactly what they did. This is exactly what they need to do. And now they need to have their eye on the prize, and that's getting that winner chicken dinner. But popping on over here, now that's our esports. Last game, we saw the popping off, fragging out. Let's see. They're going to be taking the fight with A1.
Jax just took a monumental amount of damage over here, courtesy of that grenade. He's trying to patch himself up, but now the molly is going to be thrown. The sound cue should be given out. Baptika is going to be relentlessly firing with that smoke, hoping to connect the shot. He does finally spot the enemy, and Jax is going to be taken down. A1 Esports are at their mercy, but Nasser, they've been playing beautifully. The way they surrounded the enemy, cut off every single flank before they could escape. But now Dante, he's got his work out of the last man standing for his team. He gets one, he gets two. It is still not over for A1 Esports, as now it's going to be Miracle coming up against him, who is going to have an idea where Dante is. All the information is given out. Shots are being fired. The blue zone is going to come in and do a tremendous amount of damage, but now it's going to be Miracle up against Dante, and Dante has been sent to Dante's Inferno as Miracle makes sure Nasser are still in this game, although they did lose two members in that little skirmish.
See, you said Nassar have been playing beautiful. I think Bactica has been playing beautiful. We saw last game that player was on the top list for every single stat practically. So let's see what they can do. Only a duo. Now they're going to be rolling through this heated exchange between Raw and Deadeyes out here. Deadeyes trying to take some shots, but Bactica and Miracle making the pull up here, possibly trying to take this compound, but spotted from across the road.
Well, he's been spotted, and it looks like they were ready to take the fight to RAW, but it's going to be problematic because it looks like Cotton, the last man standing for Sudor Esports, wants to join the party as well. Elsewhere, Top is taking the fight to T2K as Jane was brought down with a grenade and then finally put down with an M4, but now on top comes under fire as well. And Cotton from distance is trying to do as much damage as he can, but he's got to be careful because he is coming up behind these teams. The blue zone is going to be a major factor as Miracle from Nasser is going to make sure that he just holds his ground for now and, well, strikes at the right opportunistic moment. But for now, Deadeyes, guys, man, they can bully the opposition elsewhere. Malik taking on El Chapo and the boys.
They can, but they need to be careful because they found out firsthand. Once when they tried to get aggressive and cross that road, they got a couple sight lines on that road and it took some shots at them, right? So it really comes down to the next circle, who it favors. And, well, it's going to close here very shortly. We can see the zone closing timer counting down here, and that's some mollies getting fired across the road. Next zone goes up, so Deadeyes, they need to make sure to take out these enemies so they don't get backstabbed moving forward because the challenge is ahead, and that's going to be Vibes.
Vibes are definitely going to be a thorn in their side as El Chapo is going to coat that grenade. Could be a good one. Malik is the intended target, but it only does 20 points of damage. But Marshall, again, this guy loves being the man of action. He's going to be in his vehicle, trying to get a little bit of a flank. There you have it, a bit to the north of the enemy as we have a look. Now, the only problem that I do see here, Dave, is that they are kind of focusing or rather funneling down on that one man. Time is going to be their enemy soon enough because in 10 seconds, that dirty blue zone is going to start moving in, and Deadeyes guys are coming under fire, and you called it Vibes Esport dishing out all that damage.
Yeah, so Wizzies with Vibes, they're currently stuck between both I-8 and Cryptic, so we can see them in the kill feed kind of just dying one at a time as they try to reposition and avoid all these sightlines. I don't know if it's going to be possible. Reaper brought the lesser alive in a vehicle trying to survive. We'll see. We'll pay attention to them because you talked about it. Vibes playing nice and slow for a reason because they have nice sight lines on a lot of these teams trying to rotate. Oh, no! Losing two right there. That's going to set them back a couple pegs.
Well, wonderful job by Shifu to get a couple of kills before his life is finally snuffed out, but it is going to be problematic. Cryptics again, that Mirado coming down the mountain, tossing and tumbling over, doing them in as T2K come under fire. Relentless mini 14 shots let loose by Assassin as he tries to get the better of the opposition. Now Freak from NGX does spot I-8 in the distance and looks like they're going to be ready for a little bit of a skirmish. Meanwhile, Praveen makes sure that he tops up all those utilities as now the two members remaining from Cryptics, Lazy Boy and Marshall, man, they definitely have their work cut out, but from last game's experience, they still can do good things. That grenade missing its mark between the members of Vibes, who are currently under fire from T2K. This is just chaotic. Everyone's trying to murder one another.
Yeah, Cryptics, they need to stay low. They need to stay in that dip because every single time they pop their heads up, you got eye behind taking shots. One thing I want to note real quick is STE, they are dead. They got taken out. DRS are alive. Remember, DRS are on the hunt for that $40,000. This could be DRS's game to take that #1 spot.
And the position DRS are in is pretty phenomenal right now, but we're going to hold on to that thought as Malek here is going to be moving forward. He spots I8's plane. He's going to try and take as many kills as he can. He gets one, he gets two before he's finally taken out. Not a bad outing for him, making sure he gets another couple of points for his team. But with that, of course, I8 are going to be out of this game. It is looking like a dastardly last day for them. Looks like the pressure is mounting up here, Dave. And, well, they could come under it as T2K. Again, these men are made of steel, surviving grenade after grenade as Lord is finally found out by Marshall through the door, through the little crack. He gets the job done, breaks down the door, and they might just go in for the kill.
Through the crack right there, Marshall lopping a grenade. I don't know if that was going to connect, possibly, but Vibes looking to push uphill and take this high ground spot before repositioning. The next circle doesn't favor any of these teams to the south, so Train to Kill across the road, they are set up. They are looking good here to practically gatekeep any of these teams in the south who will be making their way on in very shortly.
I agree, but then Train to Kill, they've got a massive issue in the form of RICO Infinity because they don't really have a lot of cover from them, but it looks like Vibes are going to come in and help their comrades, or rather their enemies, out with a couple of suppressive shots and support. They do have the higher ground, but of course they're going to have to extend a bit more if they want to shoot down, and Killer gets the best of him with that barrel, knocking him on his knees, and now Cryptics could be in trouble because that grenade looks good just overhead the boys up top, and now the circle's coming in as well, but Legend from afar is going to put Vibes down. That second grenade is perfect! Boom! It rolled on down! Assassin goes boom, and Jiggles brought down to his knees as well.
This is best case scenario right now for Cryptics up there. I believe they're trying to get the pickup. Lazy got the pickup on the Marshall from above. Blue Zone is going to be closing in, applying some additional pressure up there, and Legend trying to crest out, trying to make sure to get these confirms, get these kill points, and not let the blue take them away.
Well, looks like the Blue Zone has a mind of its own. It's hungry as well, Dave, as it does take another life for its own, which means Lazy Boy, last man standing. Question is, does he have enough first aids on him? Because sooner or later, that red bar is going to go empty and quickly knocked out. 4-6, but right now Praveen is doing the knocking. He gets to Yog, almost gets Legend, but is taken down in quick succession as now Legend is going to have his work cut out. Sandation still alive as Vibes come under fire. Killer, last man standing for his team. Can he do something miraculous? He does open that scope up, but it's going to be from distance that he gets taken down, and T2K lost a couple of members, but they are still in this game.
I love this, man. You pointed it out. Okay, so they're dead, but realistically, RICO Infinity across the way practically playing bodyguards right there, taking out Vibes as they made their way across the street. Regardless, though, both teams taken out at the end of the day. We got 3 more teams to go. DRS, they are looking for the winner chicken dinner to possibly take this #1 spot, but they need to take out NGX, who are currently laying down a bunch of bullets right on top of them in their backyard.
The 4-man squad, they are playing like an army right now, the way they are laying down lead in DRS's direction. All they can do is hit the deck and just let the bullets fly overhead, because RICO is going to be joining in as well. That grenade is massive. Nemo gets taken down. AJ is going to be on a sliver of HP. He is done for. Done and dusted. DRS, ladies and gentlemen, out of this game, and now it's going to be down between RICO Infinity and Nigma. RICO is going to be on the little hunt. It's going to be a 2-on-1 situation. A 4-on-1 situation, I beg your pardon, as Raouf, last man standing in the shack. Now his position's definitely been given away. There you have it, a hop, skip, and a jump away from victory. As Fadal is going to unload with that Uzi, goes in, switches the weapon, lays down the herd, and gets the win for his team. RICO in